So, hello everyone. Welcome to Enspire Academy's 5th annual SWEY event. SWEY, which stands for Speak, Write, and Express Yourself, is our annual competition for students from all across the nation. We have 3 different sections: public speaking, creative writing, and visual expression, each within the elementary, middle school, and high school division. So another unique aspect about SWEY is the connection we create with our community. So as influencers at Enspire Academy, we believe that a selfless act of giving back to the community to those who need it the most is of utmost importance.
And this brings us to our sole beneficiary this year, the Mercy and Love Foundation. Mercy and Love is an amazing, impactful nonprofit dedicated to bringing equity in education, healthcare, and healthcare infrastructure around the world. And in just 4 years, Mercy and Love has made amazing positive impacts on people from all walks of life within Kenya and the US. And now, before further ado, let's hear from Enspire Academy CEO, Ms. Priya, and then the CEO of Mercy and Love, Dr. Otieno. So let's call Ms. Priya to the stage.
Hello, welcome, good morning. It is a pleasure to see you all, especially on a Saturday morning. And it is a great honor. Thank you, Mercy and Love Foundation, for being part of SWEY, which is a fundraiser for nonprofit organizations that deserves a voice, and organized by our youth leaders of Enspire Academy. We call them influencers. You already see it on their backgrounds. And you are going to have a fun day for the next 6 hours. It is going to be one of the most satisfying and enriching experience for all of you. And let's begin.
Thank you so much, Ms. Priya. Now let's have Dr. Otieno give us a presentation about the Mercy and Love Foundation.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Dr. Mercy Otieno. I am a pediatric nurse practitioner, and I'm also an MS2. I have been in this, I specialize in pediatrics, and obviously I have been in this field since 2014. So I'm passionate about pediatrics. I'm also passionate about helping the sick and helping the poor. It's just been, I have always had this deep compassion to help and give back to those who are suffering. Even as a child, like whenever growing up, whenever I would see somebody suffering or somebody who to see. So that's something that's been in me since I was a child. I don't know if that's why my name is Mercy. I don't know. But so I actually grew up in Nairobi, Kenya. I was born and raised there. And I moved to the United States when I was 12 years old. And I started the Mercy and Love Foundation in 2020. And because I grew up in Nairobi and I saw some of the suffering, some of the difficulties, not just Nairobi, but actually all over sub-Saharan Africa. Like I have traveled quite a bit. So I wanted to make an impact. I wanted to leave a legacy. I wanted to make history. And that's why I started this nonprofit. And we do medical missions. I bring doctors, I bring nurse practitioners and nurses, and anybody who wants to serve from here. And we go to Kenya for now, and we do medical missions for about a week. Our next one is coming up this October, so I'm excited about that. And we also offer scholarships to students. It's in Africa, going to high school is actually a privilege. Not everyone can afford it. So there are very, very like straight A students, bright students who are in the village who cannot afford high school. And most times the students, since they can't afford to go to high school, they drop out and they end up, if they're girls, they end up, being in the early marriages, or if they're boys, they just end up like working in the farm and, just wasting their potential. And these are very bright students that they want to be engineers and they want to be physicians. They have big aspirations. It's just that because of poverty, they cannot access that higher level of education. So that's where we also come in, and we offer scholarships to high school and beyond to these bright students. And it changes the trajectory of their lives, and you can even tell before when we meet them, they're so like hopeless and depressed and down. But once we offer them the scholarships, we get their report card after every term, and we see that these are straight A students. They get into very prestigious, some of the schools there you cannot get in if you're not a straight A student. So that is what we do, and the Mercy and Love Foundation has a long-term vision of transforming the state of pediatric healthcare in Africa. Africa doesn't have too many pediatric or children specialized hospitals. A lot of the hospitals are just regular, but for kids, there's not much there for kids. Obviously, there's one private hospital, but private is out of reach for many. So we have a vision of constructing a state-of-the-art pediatric children's hospital, the first one of its kind in East Africa. And we envision that this hospital will serve not just the poor, but also the rich will be attracted by this hospital because it will be the only one of its kind in East Africa, and it will be a state-of-the-art. And St. Jude's Children's Hospital really inspires me. And I'm like, I just have a vision for something similar to what St. Jude's Children's Hospital is doing, except that this one will not just focus on cancer care, but will focus on all aspects of pediatric health care.
Imagine living in a world where access to quality healthcare is limited to none. Imagine living in a world where mortality rates are high due to treatable or preventable illnesses. At Mercy and Love Foundation, we advocate for equal access to quality healthcare and access to quality education among vulnerable communities globally. Be a part of making history and leaving a legacy. Join our fight today.
What's your dream? Like, you want to become a doctor to improve the condition or situation of your family? God will guarantee that.
My name is Mina Chen. I study at Alliance Girls High School. I like the education I get from there, and I also like those people whom I meet there. I got a scholarship from Mercy and Love Foundation to go to Alliance Girls High School. This opportunity, to me, it means that I should work harder and harder so that I can pursue my dreams in my dream career of being a doctor. I want to thank Mercy and Love Foundation for giving me a scholarship to go to Alliance Girls High School so that I can pursue my dream career of being a doctor.